Today I want to share a strategy that I've been using in my life to help myself reduce the time where I'm wasting on my phone or on my internet actions, because ultimately, let's be honest, a lot of us waste a lot of our lives on these devices that we have in front of us. And I think this is a strategy that you'll like and you'll be able to easily implement in your life as well. So when it comes to devices and social media, I'm actually not that bad with social media. If you watch me on social media, you see I pretty much do one post a week. I'm not really that active and I don't really spend much time in my life just scrolling through social media. But like most people, I definitely have times on my device where I'm just kind of wasting my life. And I think it's the ultimate kind of cost of social media or just device time is this kind of, there is some value, but it gets to the point where it flips over to where you just feel you're kind of wasting your time. And I think we've all been, particularly with social media, where we're just kind of mindlessly scrolling and we're kind of caught in a trap where we can't do much about it. And recently I was kind of reflecting upon my device usage. And again, I'm someone who's got pretty good behaviors around my device strategies. But one thing I identified within my device uses was that sometimes you need to pick up your device to actually do something quite practical. So let's look at Facebook, for example. I use Facebook Messenger. Now, it's not my main communication device. I tell people if you want to get in contact with me, call me, text me, or email me. But people will contact me with a Messenger. And sometimes I'd jump on Facebook to check out Messenger. But in the process of jumping on Facebook to check out Messenger, I'd end up spending 10, 15 minutes just scrolling through other things in Facebook. It might be my news feed, it might be my own posts, it might be groups that I'm in and so on. So basically what it meant was picking up my device to go into Messenger, basically it was going to cost me about 15 minutes of my life. And it's a habit that I think maybe not just myself does, and it's a habit that doesn't go with Messenger. It often comes with other areas when you're going towards your device. And the problem we're trying to solve here is when I actually need to use my device, how do I just stay focused on doing that thing and reducing the wastage that can often come with that time? So again, I need to check my messages on Messenger, but I end up spending 15 minutes on Facebook while I'm doing that. So the time I'm trying to eliminate is that 15 minutes of wastage that I can have when I jump on my device. And I was thinking about this as I was doing this because once I became aware of it, it became really obvious how often I actually did this. And I don't know over a whole day, but it's probably, let's say it's probably 40 to 50 minutes of wasted time in a day, just because I'm kind of going to a thing for a practical reason, but there's a wastage that comes with it. And with this in mind, I just thought to myself, well, what's a really good strategy that's going to help me eliminate that time of wastage? So for example, let's say I'm playing my piano and I don't know, I've got to check my Messenger. If I'm going to check my phone, it takes 10 minutes away from my piano playing time. I'd much rather be developing my skills on my piano. And this is what we want to think about is what's the cost of that lost time? Because if you're losing 15 minutes every time you pick up your device, where could you be using that time more wisely in your life or in ways that are more valuable for you? And so my strategy, and this is a really simple strategy, but I'm finding it's being really effective in helping me eliminate that time waste when I have to actually have practical reasons for jumping on my device. And it's really simple. What I do is in your head, you'll think I need to do this thing. So I need to check my Messenger because I'm expecting a message back from somebody. Let's just use that example. So in your head, you've got this thing that you've got to do. Now, that's the reason to pick up the phone. And then the second thing I do is then I think, what's the objective of me picking up the phone right now? Like, why am I actually picking up the phone? And what do I want to actually do in this time on the phone? And then the third thing was, how do I quickly get off my device to get back to the thing that I want to be doing? So it's really simple. What's the practical reason I need to be on here? What's my objective when I'm in there? And then how do I get off it as quickly as possible? And I'm going to be honest, this is working amazingly well in my life. And I think it's just putting a conscious process in place. Like I think it's just kind of having a moment to think before you act allows it to kind of eliminate that kind of bad space that we can often have. But I'm finding for me, it is really powerful. I've pretty much eliminated that 10 minutes of wastage that can come from me jumping on Facebook just to check a Messenger. And so maybe you want to reflect on your life is where are these little wastages that come from an action that was actually needed? Like I did need to check my Messenger, And where's the wastage that comes after that? Now reflect upon your life in your devices and maybe even in your computer usage, because again, let's be honest, we all or a lot of us struggle with this. And then what's the strategy that you want to put in place to eliminate this time down? Because if we look at the benefits, if I'm wasting 40 to 50 minutes of my day, not one time, but in little chunks throughout my day, in this kind of wastage time just because I'm doing a practical thing, where could I use that time more valuably? That could be connecting with people, it could be advancing myself, it could be just being one in nature. There's many better uses of my time other than just kind of scrolling through my social media or just wasting time looking at websites that I've already looked at in this day. Give it a shot. It's a strategy I'm finding that's been really effective in eliminating that time for me, which means I'm able to use that time more effectively in areas that are important in my life. And I've got to be honest, I think most of us, or a lot of us, struggle in these areas. So this is a strategy that you can implement in your life. If you enjoy my videos and you're not exercising, or you know somebody in your life who really struggles with exercise, I've got to recommend my new book, I Will Make You Passionate About Exercise. The purpose of this book is to take those who struggle with exercise from where they are to cementing the foundation that creates a lifetime love of exercise. It has all the steps, it has a plan, it has a journey that you go through that safely and wisely guides you to bringing exercise in your life in the most successful way possible. To get the book, go to www.passionaboutexercise.com. It will be the best thing you can do for your health and fitness. Get the book right now and you'll be seeing massive change in your health and fitness in a very short period of time.